Hello, in this Kentico training we're going to talk about images, how to insert them into your page, upload them, and information about what size they should and shouldn't be. To get in to edit your pages, log into www.wlac.edu/cmsdesk. Use your username and password. You should get a page that looks something like this. Depending on who you are, you may have access to multiple folders or just one. If you do have access to multiple folders, scroll down to yours. We're going to go to the sandbox. By clicking on these triangles next to folders, we can expand or collapse folders. We're going to expand and we're going to work on training page number 2. Okay, so back here we have a live version of our page to check our work. If you look on this one, you'll see that we used a shorter picture and we put some words here. These words are optional. If I want to make those words go away, or words in any of these special information boxes, I can do so by typing the word hide. And then I'm going to save. When you save in Kentico, it right away is live on your page, so be careful about saving. Save. We refresh our screen, and you see those words have gone away. And I've decided that instead of this short picture, I would like my picture to go all the way across the page. So I'm going to clear this picture, and I'm going to select another one. All pictures and documents should live in media libraries, so that's the right tab. And I don't want documents, I want images. And I'm going to go into my folder and find the image that I like. I think these graduates would be nice at the top of my page. I click on them, then the green select button. There they are. I hit save, and let's see if it worked. Refresh on my live page. There they are. Okay, so that's how I would put an image into that upper section. How about down here in my body text? I think I would like a photo right here. I'm going to click my cursor. I'm going to click on the Insert Image item. It looks like, oh, mountains with the sunshine, I think. I want to be in my Media Library tab, because that's where all of my images and documents live. I want to make sure I'm in Images. I'm going to go to my folder, Sandbox Images. And let's see, I think I'd like one of the cat. Insert, and there's the cat. But my words are all smushed up next to him, and he's a little bigger than I want him to be. How can I get him smaller, and how can I get the words not right on top of him? I double click on that image, and instead of these dimensions, I'm going to drop it down significantly. I think I want to go to 60. And you notice the second dimension changes by itself. And I definitely want the image to stay aligned left. And then I want a border. That means I want some white space around it. I'm going to say that I need, pardon me, not a border, horizontal space. I want my words to be at least 10 pixels away from it. And I don't want it too close to the bottom either. I want it 10 pixels. Okay, so let's see. I made him smaller. I gave some space. I made him align left. Click the green insert button. There he is, nice and tiny. Oh, that's too small. Let's make him a little bigger. We double click. And let's try 100. Okay, insert. That's the size I want him. I'm going to save. And again, it will show right away on my live page. There he is. Okay, say I want to now insert a picture that is not in my folder yet. I have to go out and get it. All right, I can in one set of steps upload it and insert it at the same time. So I click, I go to my image button, I'm in my Media Libraries tab, I'm in my Images library. I go to my folder, and this is very important if you have access to multiple folders. I make sure that I'm in the right folder. and click New File. Now I can go out to my images. Let's see here, Pictures. And I'm going to grab these penguins. They look like a happy bunch. Open. They come in. Now notice this is a rather large picture. I'm going to come back to that. But for now, all we need to know is that we have brought the picture in. Insert. Whew! There's our very large picture. Okay, and let's go on and size it. We're going to double click. We're going to take it down to 100. We want space around it on the top and the bottom. We'll go ahead and align it left and insert. Oh, that's much better. Save. And let's check it. Now if I wanted to use this picture on some other page in my folder, I'm sure that it's in my library. I'm going to double check. I go to Tools, Media, Images, and then I'm going to come down to my Sandbox Images and Penguins. There it is. So I know it's in my library if I want to use it elsewhere. Content. I return to my page using Content. I navigate back to my page. Sandbox. Expand the folder. There we are on the training page. Now when we brought in that image, it was very large. Not only was it physically big, it had a very large, it took up a lot of file space. It was 759 KB. The large pictures used on the web homepage are only about 60. So for this to be 759, that's 759, is just too big. We need to try and size these pictures down before we bring them in, or they're eating up too much space on our server. For those of you that know how to use Photoshop, you can go into Photoshop and you want to make sure that the resolution is no greater than 72 dpi and that you have appropriate dimensions. In this case, that image is probably no bigger than 1 inch by 1 inch. But for the rest of you who don't have Photoshop, you could use a program like Paint. Let's go visit Paint. So here's our penguins, and we want them smaller. We can resize, and we're going to leave it on percentage, and we're going to take it down about 50%. Okay, let's see. File, Save As, Penguins 2. Save. Now let's see how we impacted that file size. The first penguins you'll see is 759. But this one, if we can get the properties, only 89.1. Let's make it a little smaller. Again, a lot of the large pictures on the website already are only 60, so this is still a little large. We'll do We'll do resize again, and we're going to take it down another 50%. Okay. File, Save As. We'll overwrite that one, Penguins 2. And let's check how small did we get it this time. Much better, 32.4. Okay. So let's bring in our new penguin picture. We'll plop it in there. We're going to do Picture, Icon, Image Icon. We stay in our Media's library. Make sure we're in Images. Go to our right folder. And we're going to bring in a new file, Penguins 2. All right. And we already know that we're going to want some horizontal space. We learned that previously, right? Okay. Insert. So you can see, even when we knock the size and the file size of the penguin picture down, it's still plenty big for our need. So don't be a space hog. Make sure that you size your pictures down in terms of how much file space they take up before you upload them to the server. And lastly, if you're wondering if you can link your picture to something, to a site, you can. Just as you learn how to link words, you can link a picture. Click on the picture, hit the link icon, and you can go to the web tab and type in a URL. You can also paste it in there, or you can go to the Content tab and navigate to a page to which you want to link. Either way, you'll click Insert, Save, and when we go to our live site, we'll refresh. We should have 2 penguin pictures. We do. And if we click on the cat, we link to financial aid. Okay, that's it for now.